Hello everybody, thanks for joining us again as we continue our tour of the Taylor House Museum. Today we're going to move from the parlor, we're going to move into the area of the house which is the dining room and the office. So for today's tour I'm going to talk to you all a little bit about the actual physical structure of the building. Most of the molding that we talked about before is original to the house. One thing or some changes that were made as the years went past is the doorway between the dining room and the parlor. So originally, we believe through some studies, architectural studies that were done, that this double door would actually have been just the same size as this door. These pocket doors were a later addition. They were added probably around the 1890s, which is when Calvin B. Taylor, the man who the house is named after, when he would have purchased the house. We'll be talking more about him as we continue on with the tour in other parts of the house. So that's interesting because if this door was the same size as this smaller door, then that really has a bearing on how these rooms were used. That would have been a more formal parlor. This would have been the dining room. But then this room with the double wide doors, it is possible that that would have been more of a family sitting room because of the doors being open and wider. We also have not been able to find evidence of an exterior door from the front hall into this space. So while we have chosen to make this or to set this up as a possible office, there is a good chance that it may have been used more like a sitting room. The graining on the doors, if you want to come this way, the graining on the doors is something that would have been done at that time period, along with the marbleizing down along the baseboard. That also was something that was done at that time. We have actual physical evidence of what the graining looked like. So when these doors were restored, the artisans that came to do the graining were able to strip back the layers of paint. And as they stripped off the paint, the most recent layer of paint, they were able to uncover several different types of graining. So the graining that you see on the doors currently was the oldest, but then as fashions changed, there was more graining painted on top. So what's exciting is we left this door as it was so that you could see the process of the restoration of this museum. So I'm going to close this door. And originally, again, the house would have ended here. So this would have been a door going to the outside, possibly to an old kitchen or a separate kitchen building. But again, in the 1890s, when Calvin B. Taylor purchased the house, he did add a separate wing on the back, both downstairs and upstairs. And when we come back next week, or when you join us next week, we will be going into that old part of the house, which we call the Harrison Room. Thanks so much again for joining us on our virtual tours. Have a great day.